Next, we're going to look at how to graph lines a different way. We've already learned how to graph with a table. Now we're going to learn how to graph with something called the intercepts. There is an x-intercept and a y-intercept. The x-intercept is the place where a graph crosses over the x-axis. And if a point is on the x-axis, that means it has moved 0 spaces up or down from the origin, which means the y value of that point is always going to be 0. Similarly, the y-intercept is the point where a graph crosses the y-axis, and that is when you've moved 0 spaces left or right from the origin, so the x value will be 0 in a y-intercept. So here's an equation, 2x plus 3y equals 6, and we're going to start by finding both the x-intercept and the y-intercept. First, remember that when you find the x-intercept, that means that the y value is 0. So all you need to do is rewrite the equation, but substitute a 0 in for y, and then solve for x. So 3 times 0 is 0, and 2x plus 0 is 2x. So on the left-hand side, when I simplify, I get 2x. And then when I solve for x, I'm using inverses. The inverse of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. So when I solve for x, in this case, I get 3. Now the x-intercept is an ordered pair, x comma y. We just figured out that the x value was 3, and I figured that out by putting in a 0 for the y value. So the x-intercept is at 3, 0. To find the y-intercept, I do something similar, but this time I'm putting in the 0 for x, and simplifying and solving for y. So 2 times 0 is 0, and 0 plus 3y is 3y. So when I simplify the left-hand side, I get 3y. And then I solve for y by using inverse operations, and I get y equals 2. My ordered pair solution is x comma y. I got an answer of 2 for y when I plugged in a 0 for x. So the y-intercept is 0, 2. To graph the line, we plot both intercepts on a coordinate plane and then connect them with a straight line. So here's the point 3, 0, that was our x-intercept, and here's the point 0, 2, that was our y-intercept, and then we've connected them with a straight line.